Today let us create a new GL for expense account. In our previous videos we have already created a bank account which is an asset account. Let us try to create an expense account and try to post an entry where we are making a payment for an expense through the bank account, like expense debit and bank credit. And let us see while posting the document whether it will post or it throws an error. So we will study in detail what is the reason we get that error. So let us move on to our practice. Thanks for watching video, and I have seen there are many new subscribers. If you want to understand what actually we are practicing today, please once you watch our previous videos, it is till now we have completed only a simple configuration, so you can catch up easily with us. Thank you so much for watching again. So I think today we will be discussing an interesting topic. So let us practice and move on. So let us try to create expense GL account. Create GL account type non-operating expense or income. So we will create salaries account. Salaries to employees, and we will move on to control data. So X category conciliation account. Okay, and we move on to field status group. So the field status group, just we will take it as general and try to save it, and our account is created. Let us try to post a simple posting, and let us check what are all. There are many configurations. Still we have not yet started our configuration related to ledgers. So let us see what kind of errors we will get if we don't configure the ledger settings in our configuration. So that we can understand better with what configuration the functionality works. So if we miss this configuration, what kind of functionality we will be missing. So let us see further in detail, so it helps us improve our knowledge in each and every configuration. Let us try to post a document now. So let us move on. So let us give the expense account just now we created, and just we will give 100, and let us give the bank account as credit. Bank account we created as 2000 and 100. Let us try to simulate the document. Okay, let us give the value date. Okay, and now try to simulate it. So you can see debit 100, credit 100, and 2 line items. So document number will create internally. Let us try to post this. So we have an error. There is no item category assigned to account. So our account is not assigned to the item category. We will check into the detail what actually this error is all about, so we can understand what kind of configuration is missing and the importance of that particular configuration. So in the last video we have seen while posting a document, it has errored out saying that item category is not assigned. With the error is related to document splitting. So what I did is I deactivated document splitting in our company code and try to post a document. So I have posted this document. So let us see where the configuration is, means like where we do the document splitting activation. So it is in financial accounting. It is in financial accounting, general ledger accounting, business transactions, and document splitting. And activate document splitting. Here by default we can see, one second, here by default we can see the document splitting is activated, and the method, this is a standard method, follow costs online, level of detail inheritance, standard account, assignment constant Z001. This is at client level. If we want to activate or deactivate at company code level, we will do in this step. So if we position our company code T009, you can see I have inactivated it. So due to this I was able to post this document. So let us activate again and try to post the document. I think it will throw an error. So we will see how we need to rectify that error. So let us again activate it, and we will activate it and save this. Are the company codes without project assignment already in productive use? So if we say yes, it is telling assign company code T009 a project. So if we save, and if we say no, it is allowing us to save. So it's a cluster maintenance status. So let us save this. Oh sorry, it was already saved. And let us try to post a document again. So /n f-02, and we will give f4 f2 and T009 and 40, and we will post one more expense account again for 50 INR and value date. I think this is a bank account, debit, and we will give another GL. It's 50 and expense account, we will give 50 and now we try to simulate the document. So it got simulated. Now we try to post it. So as the document splitting is activated, we can see it is giving this error message. So we need to configure document splitting in our company code. So let us see what is actually the error message. there is no item category assigned to account 2000. This is nothing but our bank account. So the online document splitting is active in your system. Here each document, so if it is active, so each document is assigned to a accounting transaction variant and each document row to an item category. So if we are posting the document with document splitting, so each document needs to be assigned to an accounting transaction variant and each row in the document is assigned to an item category. So you determine for each business transaction variant which item categories can or must be posted here. So for each business transaction variant, we need to identify the item categories. The following error occurred for the document you entered. So what is that error? No item category could be determined. So now we need to configure all these things, all the required configuration. So what is the procedure? So assign a item category to the account specified. So we need to assign the item category. So this can be done in the customizing for document splitting under classify GL accounts for document splitting. So we will learn in detail what actually is the document splitting. So today we will learn the concept of document splitting. In SAP, the document splitting is the most powerful tool and most commonly used functionality. So with this functionality, the document can be splitted into line items based on the characteristics we define in the system. We will check what are all the characteristics which we define, and based on the characteristics how it will split the document. Often this function is used to get the financial statements correctly for segment reporting. So if we use this functionality, the financials, we can see the financial statements correctly and based on segment reporting. So let us see how the document splitting works. Let us take an example. Let us take an example of vendor invoice. Vendor invoice. So we have a vendor account which posted for 11,000. And expense 1. But we have two expenses, two different expenses to this vendor account. One is 8,000 and another expense is expense 2, which is 2,000, and we have tax amount of 1,000. So how do this work? So this concept can be explained based on document splitting. which has an vendor invoice and has two expense line items. So both the expense combinedly 10,000 and including tax it is 11,000. Expense 1 is assigned to profit center X, and this is another expense is assigned to profit center Y. So the person who is responsible for profit center X wish to analyze the transactions performed in the profit center X, but unfortunately the user cannot analyze the transactions, because if you look at the transaction, the vendor balance and input tax is not assigned to any of the profit center, either X or Y. So now if you look at the transaction, it represents that the total expense is distributed in the ratio 80% and 20%, and same of profit center X and Y. So based to this vendor balance and tax should also split according to 80% and 20% rule. So let us split the total amount to profit centers. So profit center X will have 80%, profit center Y we split 20%. So even vendor account balance 11,000 we split 80% and 20%. 80% is 8,800 and 20% is 2,200. And even tax we will split 80% 800 and 20% 200. So as per this, the document should be posted like this. How? Vendor account 8,800, its profit center X, and expense 1 8,000, and even this is profit center X and tax is 800 and profit center is X. So now if you see 8800 for vendor account, expense is 8000 and tax is 800, and we can see all are posted to profit center X. And next split is vendor account 2200, expense 2 is 2000 and tax is 200. All are posted to profit center Y. So if they want to do any reporting based on profit center, that means segment, now it is very clear. So which line items are under which profit center. So the conclusion is, if the user can post the document as above, the reporting will be pretty clear and balanced, and there won't be a problem. So it's easily said that issue will be resolved, but any user will separate the line item as per calculations and split it based always on its ratio. Especially when there are hundreds of line items, sometimes in any document, how the system will take care of that. Now we understand the document splitting elements and key concepts. There are three kinds of splittings. One is passive splitting, active splitting, zero balancing splitting. So what is passive splitting? So this splitting is mostly occurs when the payment transaction is posted for a vendor invoice. Now the system splits the payment document based on how the vendor invoice was split in place already. So that is passive splitting. So payment document split according to vendor invoice split. Active splitting. In active splitting, the document split according to ERP predefined rules. SAP almost supports all the business process transactions, but it doesn't suit to any requirement. The own splitting rules can be created. So as we understand, the active splitting is done based on predefined rules in ERP. zero balance splitting is done when the amounts within the financial documents are not able to balance out to debit of the profit center and credit of the profit center, which does not net off as its own. Then SAP automatically generates a new line item to balance the document. So going further, we will see the example of how it looks like. So now let us move on and understand few more concepts. Item category. So item category categorizes the general ledger accounts for document splitting. In configuration, each GL account is assigned to item category. Just to name few, like 1000 is for balance sheet account and 2000 for customer and 3000 for vendor and so on. So like this, the item category is assigned to each and every GL account. So what is business transaction? Business transaction. Business transaction is real scenario of business processes happens in organization, such as vendor invoice, customer invoice and so on. So this is the business transaction. So what is business transaction variant? Business transaction variant. So in SAP, financial postings derives the item category for individual line item. So business transaction variant always works in conjunction with business transaction, where business transaction restricts the business processes to be posted to. System always validates a check of all postings against the item category to validate if these postings are allowed by splitting rule. If not, then understand why it is failed. So these are all the concepts. And still, what is document splitting method? Document splitting method. So document splitting method works in combination with business transaction and business transaction variant and determines document splitting rule. So it determines document splitting rule based on business transaction and business transaction variant. Business transaction and business transaction variant. So then what is document splitting rule? Document splitting rule. So document splitting rule determines which item categories will be split and from which item categories it will derive the account assignment. Which item categories, it will split, and from which account categories it will derive the account assignment. So these are all the few basic terminology in document splitting. So passive splitting, which gets the information from the source document. Active splitting, which get the information or which splits the document based on predefined ERP rules. Zero balance splitting, where one additional line item, zero balance additional line item gets added. And what is item category? Item category is nothing but the GL accounts are grouped are categorized into this categories: balance sheet, customer, vendor, so on. And what is a business transaction? It's a business process of the organization. Business transaction variant. So what is business transaction variant? Financial postings will get derived from item category for individual line items. So business transaction variant always works in conjunction with business transaction, where business transaction restrict the business processes to be posted to. System validates a check all postings against the item category to validate if these postings are allowed by splitting rule. We'll check all the postings against the item category. Checks all the postings against item category by splitting rule. So what is document splitting method? Will determines document splitting rule based on business transaction and business transaction variant. So what is document splitting rule? So which item categories it will split, and from which account categories it will derive the account assignment. So let us see it in the configuration. So we will have an idea how do it works. So let us move on and check the configuration steps. So let us first check classify GL accounts for document splitting. So this is our chart of accounts, and actually 4,000 I think is an expense account, right? So let us check our account group BT4. And our chart of accounts is T009 and 2000. So 4,000 is expenses. And we need to add few more entries. 2000 to 2999. The category is so assets, nothing but balance sheet and 1999. And balance sheet and the missing is 3000 and 3999. These are revenues. Revenue. Let us save this. Changes to customizing settings can affect behavior of document split. Yes. So what actually is this configuration? In this step, GLs are classified according to item categories according to business transaction nature. It is recommended that instead of assigned item category to each individual general ledger account, try maintaining the item categories for range of general ledger accounts. Classify document types for document splitting. Let us move on to next step. We will classify document types for document splitting. So in this step, we assign business transaction and business transaction variant to document types. So we can see almost every financial transaction is considered for document splitting. So the same set is at client level. Nowhere it asks for company code. So if we want to check and see, let us check one. So there is no details inside this selection. There just business transaction and business transaction variant is configured here. So moving on to next step, zero balance clearing account. So in this step, we will define zero balance clearing account, which will be used to generate and balance out financial entry when it is not possible to balance out at its own. We have seen this. Here, account key, standard account for zero balance, debit and credit posting key. Even this we can see, this is CO posting primary, and we can check what are the accounts. Okay, then here we have to give our own accounts for zero balance. In this step we have to define so first we will understand what actually the zero balance is. So zero balance clearing account. So let us move on and check an example. So zero balance clearing account. So what does it mean? So when system is not able to balance out the transaction, when system is not able to balance out the transaction, on its own, it balances by zero balancing account. So let us see an example. They are trying to post an debit and credit entry with the same GL. Debit and credit entry with same GL. So this zero balance clearing account, if we have debit entry with different profit center and credit entry with different profit center, we have only single line item. So it is like expense GL, profit center X, again some expense GL, credit, profit center Y. So now the profit center X should have some credit. So there is no item to credit the profit center. So what system will do? It will create zero balance clearing account. Zero balance clearing account with profit center X. and same for profit center Y. Zero balance clearing account, profit center Y. So we can define zero balance clearing account and maintain the accounts, to which account it should have zero balance. So if you want for GL, whatever GL it might be, we can add it. We will do it later. I am not sure which account we need to do it. So the next step is define document splitting characteristics for general ledger accounting. This is one of the most important configuration step in document splitting. In this step, we have to define the splitting characteristics. Additionally, you can define whether this should be zero balance and mandatory field. So if you see here, account assignment for profit and loss account, account assignment for so document splitting characteristics for general ledger, it is profit center zero balance and mandatory or not. So let us move on to next configuration. Edit constant for non-assigned processes. So in this step, the constants are defined, which helps to assign the default account assignment when it is not able to derive from any of the sources. Independent constants, assignment of values. So in the profit centers. So control area, default, profit center. So for this controlling area, the default profit center will be this. It is based on controls, controlling area. So the next step is activate document splitting. So as we checked before, finally the step to activate document splitting with additional settings like inheritance and activation of document splitting. Here in the company code level we can do that. Select checkbox activate document splitting, and apply appropriate method. So SAP pre-delivered method is this. If you see, there are, it's even we can create our own method. Selecting the inheritance signifies the line items which do not have account assignment will derive the account assignment from other line item. So if one line item have the profit center, it derives to other line items as well. Selecting the standard account assignment means system will set the standard account assignment for non-assigned line items. When this indicator is selected, constant needs to be maintained. So what is the constant? The previous step we have seen the constant. So we need to assign the constant. So standard account assignment means, again we will check once again. Standard account assignment for non-assigned line items. Standard account assignment means it will set the standard account assignment for non-assigned line items. So we will update this constant. Activate of document splitting happens at client level, but it always possible to control of activation and deactivation at company code level. So we have already activated even in company code level. So now let us move on and create the document which we did before. Actually, I have not activated any controlling area to my company code. Let us see what kind of errors do we get. So I will be always happy to test with different scenarios. So we will get more knowledge of what actually the configuration is explaining about. So here we will give this one and give 50 and document and simulate. We'll give the value date and document simulate, and you can see it is post. Before it has given us the error item category. Now it got posted. Okay, let us see. There is no splitting might have happened because there is no display, but no profit center, no cost center, nothing is activated, but our document got posted without any of this information. If we have activated the controlling area and I have created and I have assigned cost center to this expense account, so it will be another scenario how it will get reacted. So once we create all our configuration, let us try to check our postings how it will get posted. And still we have not activated any ledgers in our company code, not any controlling area. Until now we are checking all the basic configurations what is actually required to post a document. So if the one thing we understand is if document splitting is activated, there are few configuration steps which needs to be configured. That's what actually we checked before. So let us keep on practicing, and thank you so much for watching my video. If you like my video, please like it and share it to your friends, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.